What's going on, man? Patrick James here, and in this video, we're gonna be talking about how to flirt with girls that you see on a regular basis. So maybe it's a girl at work, or maybe it's a girl in your social circle. You're gonna love this one. Cue the intro.
Okay.
Alright man, so if you've been subscribed to Raw Dating Advice for any period of time, then you may have noticed that I've been gone for the last 2 months. This is my first video back after 2.5 months, and boy does it feel great to be back on camera serving you, answering your questions. So this video idea came from a question that got submitted to me on Instagram, and by the way, if you're not already following me on Instagram, like, dude, what are you even doing with your life? Go over to Instagram and follow me after you watch this video. In fact, that's the best way and the easiest way to get a hold of me and get a response from me, because I don't even have 1,000 Instagram followers yet. Fucking crazy, I know. So that said, let's get to this question. It's a little bit long, but you're definitely gonna get some value out of it. So, hey man, I was wondering if I could get some advice. There's this girl I work with that I really like. Typically I stay away from girls I work with, but something about her, I can't help it. So I started talking to her, flirting with her, and if I didn't initiate the conversation, she initiated the conversation. It was never just me always trying to talk to her. We finally went out one night for a drink, and it seemed like she had a really good time. Then for like a week, she didn't get silent, but seemed less interested when I spoke with her. So I said, fuck it, and decided to stop communicating with her. Shortly after that, she started trying to get my attention again, and I initially ignored her, but eventually gave in and things went back to being normal. So I asked her to grab dinner with me, and she didn't say no, but she didn't say yes. So I said, okay, I'll try again in a couple of weeks. So once again, I tried again, and she gave me the runaround. But as soon as I start to ignore her, she immediately gives me the, "Are you not talking to me?" and goes back to flirting with me. Normally I'd give up and say she's not interested, but I swear to God, I truly believe there's something there. I think I'm just making myself seem too available for her. I'd like to get your opinion on what I should do going forward with this girl. All right, man, so just from that question, I can already tell a lot of different things that are going on here, and keep in mind, I'm just a third-party observation, right? This is just me speculating from the question that you asked me, in which you did give me a lot of good details. So let's start with the first thought that comes to my head. First thought, if you've ever read the book, The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene, definitely go check that out, but you'll recognize this archetype of girl, this personality that she's giving you, this hot, cold, this push-pull type of personality. 1 minute, she seems like she's super interested in you. The next minute, you're doubting if she's interested in you at all. And there's a lot of gray area here, and there's a lot of room for speculation. And this right here is called the coquette. Now, the coquette is dangerous because she can take a high-value guy like you seem to be. I mean, I looked at your Instagram profile. You seem like you're a good-looking dude who's killing it, and you've got good style, right? So you got a lot of outward things going on for you, but this one girl is driving you crazy. And that's exactly what the coquette does. She's hot, she's cold, she's push, she's pull, and there's a lot of gray area. And right now, from the outside looking in, I'm not saying this is you, but from the outside looking in, it looks like you are about to fall into what I call emotional quicksand. Now, what is emotional quicksand? Emotional quicksand is when you invest so much thought energy into one girl. You're trying to figure out what this one thing that she did meant. You're trying to figure out if she likes you or not. You're trying to read all these signs, and the more you think about it, the more you can't stop thinking about it. It's like quicksand. The harder you try to get out, the further in you sink. All right, and this girl you're on the fast track to being an emotional quicksand. And the next step after emotional quicksand is you turning into a supplicating, nice guy, beta bitch who never gets the girl and actually just gets friend zoned in the end. Trust me, I've been there several times before, and I don't want that to happen to you. So here's what I recommend, and here are some of my thoughts. One, you gotta realize the context of how you're meeting this girl, right? This is a girl who you work with. It's a co-worker. And the number one irrational fear that women have is they don't want to be judged as a slut or as an easy target. They don't want to be judged as easy or a slut, especially to their friends, to their coworkers, to their peers, right? So for this girl, it's a very high pressure invite for you to invite her out for a one-on-one type of hangout, whether it's drinks, whether it's hanging out at your place, whatever it may be, dinner, right? That's a high pressure invite. Not only because she wants to save face with her coworkers and her friends, but also because you see this girl every single day, right? Forget about having a work-life balance. Like if she started dating you and for whatever reason that didn't work out, her work life would go into shambles. It would be super awkward for her and maybe for you too, right? So there's a lot of pressure here. So the way I always recommend hanging out with girls, especially hooking up with girls that you work with, and trust me, I've done this before. I've worked in office environments where you got coworkers, guys, girls, everybody's kind of the same age, right? And I've definitely hooked up with the hot girl in the office. And the way I did it, and here's what I recommend you do, is doing it in a group type of situation, in a social circle type of situation. So rather than asking this girl to go on a one-on-one date with you or out for drinks with you or out to dinner with you, and trust me, dinner dates you just don't want to do, especially if it's early on in the dating process, right? And that's a topic for a whole other video. I can talk about date ideas in a different video, but you want to make it to where a lot of coworkers are going to go out and they're going to hang out together. So I know office environments, they tend to go to happy hour together. They tend to go to bars together on the weekends, right? If there's ever a situation where a lot of coworkers are getting together, they're gonna be drinking, they're gonna be having a good time, then make sure that you and her are both gonna be going to that type of thing. So now, rather than you having to give her a high pressure invite to go hang out with you one-on-one, now it's a low pressure invite where everybody's kind of going to this one thing and you can go over there and hang out with her, flirt with her, build up the sexual tension with her in a group social circle setting where not only is she comfortable already, and two, she doesn't have to worry about saving face, right? Because now she has plausible deniability. Because if you guys were both at this happy hour together with a bunch of coworkers and you just happen to isolate her to the other side of the bar within eyesight of everybody else, so it's not like you're separating her altogether, but you're at the other end of the bar, you're having a private conversation just one-on-one with her, you're building up the sexual tension. Now she has the plausible deniability if you guys happen to go home together by just saying, oh, it just happened, it was just natural, we were just having a good time, and oh my God, I just had sex. It was just so natural. He was just so charming. Now you have that going for you, and it's just a lot more natural. Now, that said, let's address you and your emotional quicksand. That's like the tactical how-to, and that's how I'd recommend it, but let's get back to you, right? And your mentality about approaching this whole situation. Yes, you can do what I just told you, but I wouldn't recommend worrying too much about it, right? Because you're already in emotional quicksand. It doesn't matter how high value you are. It doesn't matter how easily you do or don't get girls in the past. This one girl right here has you enough in her trap, in her grasp. The coquette is working her magical powers on you right now, and it's driving you crazy enough to want to message a guy on Instagram, me, who you've never met, who you don't even know personally, to get my opinion on this one chick, right? Whether you want to admit it or not, this girl's already got you in her grasps. And anything that you do to try to get her, whether it's you try to strategically plan this social circle event, whether you try to push for that outcome, you're already outcome dependent. All right, so in this situation, it's kind of a mind fuck. It's kind of a paradox. If you try to push for this outcome, if you try to do the tactics that I just gave you, you're already outcome dependent because you're already obsessing about this one girl. So what I would recommend you do is, if you really wanted to hook up with this one girl, and if it was life or death, that's how you would do it. But what I'd really recommend you do is develop more abundance in your life and find something to worry about that is not women, right? As a man who has masculine energy, who's penetrating the world with his energy, with his vision, you gotta have a priority that's more important than women to you, right? If you're laying awake at night wondering if Janice from The Office likes you back or not, you don't have enough purpose in your life, right? You don't have enough perspective in your life. And I'll just give you a personal example. For me, my purpose right now is building raw dating advice from the ground up and taking over the fucking globe and creating a movement of men being the most charismatic, confident, and courageous versions of themselves, right? That's my purpose in life. And right now, it seems like you're either lacking the purpose or you've forgotten about your purpose and you're in scarcity with women. So we gotta fix those two places. One, realize what your purpose is and put that above any other girl. This is the reason why my girlfriend is so devoted to me right now, is because she knows that raw dating advice will always be my top priority no matter what. I will never become outcome dependent with her because I'm so outcome dependent with this one thing that I have control over, all right? You don't have control over women. right? They have control over themselves. All you can do is be the best version of you and attract whoever's right for you along the way. So focus on whatever your mission, your path, your purpose is in life. Make that your top priority. And number two, go out and meet other women, dude, right? If you're obsessing about this one girl, you should forget about her and go fuck 10 other women. Straight up. Right? Go fuck 10 other women, and it won't even matter if this girl falls off or not. If she's hot, if she's cold, you won't even notice because you already have all these other options over here, right? And when she sees that, when she sees you on your path, on your purpose, when no girl can phase you and take you away from that, and two, you already have a bunch of other options, do you think it's gonna be very hard for her to start showing even more interest in you? Because if she likes you to any degree, she's gonna have to start chasing you just to get you to like her back. And in that situation, the script is flipped. Now she's obsessing about how to win you over. You see where I'm going here with this? All right, so if you're watching this video, if you can relate to this situation at all, if you've ever been through a situation like this and you want to become the most attractive, charismatic, confident, and courageous version of yourself, what I would recommend you do wholeheartedly is pick up my new book, 107 Proven Ways to Get the Girl. This right here is everything I know about attracting women, making them lust after you, and not only making them like temporarily attracted to you, like just for one night, but how do you get her so attracted to you to where it's a win-win, where it's not like a manipulative, I'm trying to get all these girls, but it's a win-win. You're attracting the women who are right for you, who meet all of your standards, and they feel like they've won at the same time. And it's not just a one-night stand, but it's like you get to keep her around for as long as you want. And if you want to learn how to do that, I break it down step by step in 107 proven ways to get the girl. And the best part is that this book is 100% free right now. And if you want to grab them before they run out, go to howtogetthegirlnow.com. Now that said, I did promise a huge announcement for you at the end of this video, and you already stood through me plugging my book shamelessly, all right? Shamelessly plugging my book. Like I said, I've been gone from Raw Dating Advice for about 2 months. Now I'm back, right? The reason I took a little bit of time off is just a little creative break, just a little mental break, but now I'm back and here's a new upload schedule. I'm gonna be posting videos just like this where I'm interacting with you, answering your questions that are dating advice related on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then on Saturday morning, I'm gonna be uploading a weekly vlog to my second YouTube channel, which I just started, meaning that there's no videos on there yet. The first video is gonna be posted this Saturday. It's gonna be my first weekly vlog. And I'm doing this for all the die-hard Raw Dating Advice fans who love Patrick James, who love the advice I give, who've seen results for their own lives, and they wanna see behind the scenes on what I'm doing to build Raw Dating Advice up from the ground up and taking over this whole entire industry, taking over the globe and really living life to the fullest on my end. And if you wanna see that and see what I do behind the scenes with my girlfriend and all the other dope shit that I'm doing with my life, then go over to my other channel, my second channel, which I just started. Link is in the description. Hit that subscribe button on the second channel and then watch my first vlog when it comes out this weekend on this Saturday. On that note, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got a lot out of it, and I will see you on Friday, my man. Peace out.
Okay.